Hello, everyone. This is Mrs. Sims. Today, we are going to talk about getting organized and what every student should know. I want to remind you of some of the things we talked about last week. So, last week we talked about your strengths, your support system, and things that are within your control. So, this is something, getting organized is definitely something that'll be within your control. So, what is organization? When you're getting organized, you want to think about setting goals and making a schedule. You also want to make sure that you have time for the things that you enjoy. So why is organization important? So it basically it can help you improve your grades. So taking your time and paying attention to details is important for completing your assignments. So the better you understand your assignments, the more likely you are to complete them properly, and it also can help with reducing your stress. So, being organized helps you gain control of your time for a variety of tasks. And then your assignments will get done in a timely manner. And we all know that when we are under pressure, um, when we feel overwhelmed with all the things we have to complete, that our stress levels can go up. So, being organized can help reduce that. It can also help you feel good about yourself. Basically, managing your time can help you feel confident about small and big accomplishments. So you're able to actually see the tasks and things that you are completing. So, ways to start in terms of organization. If we look at the middle circle, there are a few things you can do. You can use color coded notebooks if you have access to that. You also can set a homework schedule. So, if you have time after school or time on the weekends or in the mornings, you can set a schedule. You also want to make sure that you set up a study area, whether you have a formal desk area or not. You just want to create some type of space where you know that that is the place you're going to go to focus and get things done. You also want to make sure that you are taking breaks. Breaks are so important. They can help, with your motivation to continue doing the work. Anytime someone gives you an opportunity in class to take a break, you want to make sure you're stepping away and reducing your screen time. The boxes on the outside are a few things that you should consider as well. You want to use a daily planner. So, Roof Muster, they give you a great planner. It's a really good resource. If you haven't started using it, please use it. Um, and it can basically just help you with seeing what you need to complete for the week, and it can keep you on track as well. For your study area, you want to make sure that you're keeping that. Once you find that space, you want to make sure that you are keeping the study area neat. And if you use a backpack or some place to store your school stuff, you want to try to make sure you're keeping that organized as well. Avoiding distractions. This is so important right now, especially right now. It's very easy to get distracted on, multiple apps or in multiple windows, but you really want to make sure that when you are at school or when you're studying, that you're present and focused on that. So you want to avoid those distractions, and you can reward yourself with a break and use those resources. You also want to find out what works best for you. So each person is going to be different, but it's important that you find a system that you can maintain. So be mindful of when are the times that you are most productive, and take advantage of that. So setting goals is very important to set goals, short-term goals and long-term goals. You Short-term goals could be something like, what do you want to complete for the day? Or you can pick a specific period that you want to complete an assignment in. In terms of long term goals, it could be like for the week or it could be for the trimester. You set a goal. You want to keep in mind, though, when you're setting your goals, make sure they're SMART goals. And SMART goals are specific. So you say exactly what you want to accomplish. They're measurable. So you can basically say, did I complete it or did I not complete that goal? They're attainable. So you don't want to set a goal that's too far out of your reach, but also you want to challenge yourself. You want to make sure they're realistic. So that goes back to, the reach, setting your goals out of reach, but be realistic about what you can accomplish and you can gradually work up to your goals as well. And you want to make sure they're timely. This is so important. Often, if we don't set a time limit on our goals or the tasks we want to accomplish, sometimes we can keep putting them off and things won't get done. So, just make sure they're timely as well. So learn how to prioritize. Prioritizing is so important to using your time efficiently and staying organized. So you want to make sure that you make a list of things, whether you write that on paper or you type it on a Google Doc. You want to decide what are the most important things. So what is something that needs to be completed now or soon, and put them in order, rank them. And so you're going to map them out and make plans to complete whatever tasks that you have on your list in terms of responsibilities. This could be school related, but it also could be responsibilities that you have to take care of outside of school. And you also want to remember to include fun things. I'm going to continue to repeat things like this in terms of self care and including fun, because it's important for you to know that as you develop and grow, that finding balance between your responsibilities and your personal life is so important. So I just said that. How do you balance school and social activities? So you can keep a time log. So keep track of like how much time you're spending on schoolwork versus social activities, and examine like how you're spending that time. And then you'll be able to find balance, and that helps with tying in prioritizing things as well. A good schedule is smart. We've already talked about SMART goals, but and using your planner is so your daily planner, being realistic about the goals that you're setting, and procrastination. Don't procrastinate. I know it's so easy to do, especially if you have to complete an assignment or task that you really are not motivated to do. But it procrastination can increase your stress level. So really just try to work at it, okay? So this ties into planning ahead. You want to always plan ahead. And to help you, you can ask your teachers, is there anything that I might need to know for the upcoming weeks? You can also use a monthly calendar. So a lot of times our planners will be like for the whole week. But if you have access to a monthly planner, you can also lay out any major projects that may be coming up. So this ties into watching for deadlines. It's so important to prioritize and be mindful of your deadlines. And this can be accomplished also if you check your classroom Teams account, and your teachers will remind you, of course, of when those assignments are due. You also want to think about the long-term projects and that you have, and you want to pace yourself. So maybe you can spread out small segments of the big project so that you can make sure that you complete it on time. And then you want to think about your short term projects. And those are the things that you want to work on daily. So if your teachers are giving you warm up activities or lessons that you have to complete each day, remember to include that in your planning and organization. So, what happens after you are organized? So, work and fun. So, if you complete your assignments, you're free to do other things and work on other projects. So, this could be after school or self care activities like playing sports or practicing mindfulness. And then also spend how you spend your time. You can spend time with friends and you can make new friends and you can volunteer as well. So, what if you get stuck? Last week we talked about your support system. So, this is kind of just showing you where you can go for help or support. Your teachers, of course, are a really good resource. And if they have hours where you can visit them to get tutoring or any help, that would be great. If you have parents or older siblings that can help you, family members, your school counselors, of course, can help you, friends, classmates, and your librarians as well. I hope you found this presentation useful. And I hope that you will be able to use some of the organizational tips. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. This is Mrs. Sims, and I look forward to hearing from each of you, and I wish you all the best.